Hey, I'm Jessica. If you want to learn how to make this cute glitz in knit pattern, keep watching. Okay, everyone, welcome to the glitz top sew along. Okay, so if you haven't already, head over to Little Lizard King and grab your copy of the glitz pattern, because that's what I'm making today. It's normally, well, it's made for woven fabric, you know, your cotton fabric, but they have a awesome blog for knit. Okay, for knit, like it's pretty freaking awesome. So that's what I'm gonna do, because mine will be tricky sometimes. She always saying everything itch, so we're gonna do knit today. You would need of your heat and bond hem tape, some a safety pin, not this many, one is fine, and some elastic. So I am in love with the glitz pattern, okay? And it really rocked my world when they did a vlog of using knit instead of cotton. So what I have here, I got a shirt, a pretty much an oversized shirt, like a plus size shirt from Walmart, and I just love this color, so that's the reason why I got it. I was like, you know what, Miley, I can cut this shirt down and, you know, make her something cute. So I will not be using the hem tape, because I'm just using the bottom of the skirt, the bottom of the hem that was already made for this top. So let's get started. Oh, if you would like a video on how I cut my pattern, how I cut this pattern down, then just comment down below. Just let me know. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna grab our front bodice piece. We're gonna grab our back bodice piece, okay? And we're gonna just put these right sides together. And we're going to pin the shoulder seams here. And I'm doing this right sides together. Just like that. Do the next one. Okay, so I have both of my shoulder seams pinned. What I'm going to do is just go take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, your stretch stitch, along the shoulder seams on both main and lining. Okay, so I have sewn my shoulder sleeves together on my main and my lining bodice, and I went ahead and took it to the iron and just pressed open the seams the best way I could, because you know it's a little wonky. But I tried to use a little starch. Alright, so what you'll do, we're just going to take one of our bodice pieces. We're going to lay that down, and we're going to put the other. Well, you need to make sure which one is the front and back. The back is going to have it's going to be shaped a little higher. See here. So if you want to put a pin and mark it, what's your back and front like that, then you can. So I got that one. This is going to be my back and this is the front. Let's do that for the other one here, because it gets a little close sometimes. So as you can see, this right here is shaped a little lower. It's shaped lower, so that's my front. And I just take the pin and I will put it here on the back, so I won't get that mixed up. All right, so I have my bodice piece laid here, one right side up, and then I'll just lay my other bodice piece on top, right sides together, matching my shoulder seams here. Gonna match my shoulder seams and pin to the other side. Pin. And now I'm just going to pin all around my neckline. Okay, just like that. So I have my neckline pinned all the way around. you're going to take this to your sewing machine. You're just going to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around your neckline and with your stretch stitch. And I'll be back. Okay, so I took this to my sewing machine and I did my 1/2 inch seam allowance around my neckline using a stretch stitch. So now what you're going to do is just trim off 1/4 inch of your seam allowance. Okay, so I trimmed down my seam allowance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lining piece, front and my back, just like this, and I'm going to put it inside my neck hole, just like that. See? And I still have my pins here just showing me that is the back of my bodice, okay? So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put this to the side and we're going to construct our sleeve. Okay, so grab your sleeve pieces here and just open them up. Just like that. And the best thing about this tutorial is you don't need any binding. We're gonna grab our iron here and we're going to lay our sleeve piece out. And right here with this U shape here, the opening, we're just gonna fold it and press it down, okay, just like this. The best thing about knit fabric, it doesn't fray. So I got my starch here, and what I'm gonna do is with this U shape here, I've already like pretty much gave myself a memory crease, but I'll just, do it again. So what I'll do is I'll spray my little starch here, because you know how I feel about my starch. And we're just going to do this for both sleeves. We're gonna just take it to our sewing machine and just do a zigzag stitch, your stretch stitch. Okay, so your girl trusty starch didn't work, so therefore I just went old school and got my pins, and I just pinned all the way around my shoulder piece here, okay? Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I took my sleeves to the sewing machine and I just did just a little zigzag stitch, if you can see here, along here, and I just pressed it so then it can, lay flat. Get your scissors and you just can cut off these little pieces here. Cut off these little tail pieces. You don't need them. Just like that. Okay, as you can see here, I made a memory casing on the bottom of my sleeves here. So then when when I insert my elastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got my sleeve piece here on the right side of my bodice. I'm going to take, this is the right side of my sleeve. And here I am going to match up the seam, only taking one. I'm going to put this to the back here so I can make sure I do not touch that, okay? So I'm just taking my sleeve here. I am matching up my arm here, and I'm going to pin right sides together. Just take this and pin. And then I'm going to bring this over, my sleeve over, and repeat that same step. I have this sleeve attached to my main bodice, okay? So I'm going to repeat this step with the opposite side. Okay, so I have both my sleeves pinned to my main bodice. So I'm gonna take my bodice to my sewing machine. I'm just gonna baste those sleeves here on both sides. Just do a long basting stitch just to attach, okay? and then I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see here, I just went to the sewing machine and I just did a basting stitch to attach my sleeve to my main bodice. All right, so what we're gonna do next is now we have to enclose our seams here. How we're going to do that, we're gonna do the burrito method, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do the burrito method. If you do not know how to do the burrito method, I will link a video below on step-by-step on how to do the burrito method to enclose these raw ends here, okay? So I'm going to do that and I will be back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the burrito method. All right, so right sides together, we're going to match our back bodice to our front bodice here, okay? And we're gonna start with our, we're gonna start pinning here at our sleeves, matching the sleeves up here. I'm just gonna pin here. So pin our sleeves together all the way down till you get to your front and your back bodice piece, just like that, matching those seams up here. See, front and back, we're gonna match those up just like that. All right, and do that same step for the opposite side. So we're gonna take our bodice to the sewing machine and we're just gonna do a 1/2 inch seam allowance on both sides. I did my stretch stitch and I also went ahead and just serged my raw ends to enclose my sleeves here. So what I'm gonna do next is, flip it. All right, so I have it right side out. Now, let's attach our skirt. Okay. So I got my skirt piece here, and you remember what I'm doing, I'm pretty much just like I'm recycling, okay? So like I said, I got an oversized t-shirt and I just cut the size, because I'm doing a top. So I just cut the length that my size chart told me to, and pretty much just, use whatever width my oversized top, supplied, okay? So what we're gonna do next, and then the best part about it is already hemmed, so hashtag winning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this to the sewing machine and I'm just gonna do a gathering stitch along all the way around and I'm gonna gather it to attach this to my bodice, okay? So let's head to the sewing machine and do a gathering stitch. All right, so I went to the sewing machine and I did a gathering stitch and gathered my my skirt piece here. Now we're going to attach it to the bodice, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip our skirt piece wrong side out like that. All right, so it's wrong side out, and we're gonna grab our bodice piece here and we're going to put it inside the skirt with right sides together, matching up our side seams here. So get your side seam of your skirt and match it to the side seam of your bodice. Grab your pins and you're just going to pin your side seams together, okay? So now I'm just going to make my skirt piece the same width as my bodice piece here. And if it gets a little too loose, if my skirt is a little too loose, I just use my strings here and just, tighten it up a little bit. Okay, so let's just, let's attach our skirt, pin our skirt to our bodice. I have my skirt piece pinned to my bodice. So now I'm just gonna take it to the sewing machine and do a stretch stitch, and I'm gonna just go ahead and serge it to give it a nice polished look. Alright, so I took it to the sewing machine and I did a zigzag stitch to attach, and I went ahead and serged my raw ends here. So now it's time to flip it. I'll just take this to the sewing machine and I was just stitch along the end, leaving like maybe a 2-inch or inch opening, okay? So then I can thread my elastic through, okay? So I'll do this for both sides. Okay, so I hemmed my sleeves here, but I left maybe a 1-inch opening here to thread my elastic. So just a little tip. Now, next time I do this knit top, I will be using the heating bun. I didn't use it this time because I just felt like, oh man, I was probably going, since I'm not going to iron it, you know, I felt like I was going to be wasting hem tape. But I prefer I say for the next time, I will be using hem tape to give me some type of structure when I am sewing, because this knit was like moving all over the place like a snake. And I know like most of the people in America, they don't like snakes, and I don't like fabric moving all over the place. So next time, use you some hem tape, or if you see what I screwed up on, just use you some hem tape next time, and then that'll give you a little bit more structure. All right, so what I'll do next is I got my little 1-inch opening on both my sleeve pieces here. I'll just get my elastic here, and my elastic and my pin, and I'm just gonna stick it through, and I'm just gonna thread my elastic in this opening here. All right, back out the other side. All right, now just head over to your sewing machine and just attach do just a little zigzag stitch here just to attach your elastic. And then while you're over there, you just go ahead and close in the opening here, okay? Look, y'all. Look how freaking adorable this is. Y'all are done. This is so cute. Like, I love it so much. I really love it in knit. Like, this is amazing. And can you believe I made this out of, let's see, check this out, a 5X shirt. I got this shirt for like, oh, let me take my glasses off, y'all, sorry. I got this shirt for freaking like $3. It was on clearance. Like, this is freaking amazing. Do you hear me? And the pants here, the little leggings, this is also made out of an adult legging. So if you want to check out that video, it's a little hint. You can click up there, or maybe up here. One of them. You can click, right? Yeah, I will link all of this information. I will link everything in the description box. And this is freaking adorable because I really like, you're gonna love this. This is so cute. So y'all, now let's say this together. I thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna say this first and then y'all have to repeat after me. Okay. I thank you so much for sewing with me. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Don't forget to click the notification bell. Well, first of all, let me bag it on up. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Like, we lit around here, okay? And click that notification bell every time I post a new video. Like this video. Comment down below if you guys have any other patterns or whatever, any pattern companies or pattern people that you want me to like do a sew along with. I'm with it. Like I said, I'm here for it. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next sew along. So yeah, y'all have a good day, and I love you guys. Stay blessed. See ya.